Hello. I just made my coffee. It's really weird because lately I feel like that's my coffee machine hissing right now. I keep it right near my bed. So I could just put the coffee in. I still got to go to the kitchen and get water. But I don't know if it's the new coffee filters I got or I was putting hot water into the coffee machine and I shouldn't do that because it already starts to boil. Well, not boil, but heat up in the coffee machine. So I don't think that it's good to do that because it burns and I guess this burnt taste. So I stopped doing that. I just put like lukewarm water in, and then um, I've been using. I mean, they're the usual uh, filters that I use for my coffee pots. Only these ones are a little bigger. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It might be just me. I don't know. So I'm putting a little bit more creamer in. Maybe I just need a new coffee pot. I've had this one for over a year. It's not really that old. You'd think coffee pots last a good time, like a good amount of time. They do wear out. It depends on mine is a Mr. Coffee pot, so it was like $27. They should last a good 8 years, I'd say. Even 6 years probably. I don't know. I guess it depends how much you use them. I'm not drinking coffee every single. I mean, I drink coffee every day. It feels like, but some days skip it. Lately, I've been skipping it because I've been thinking it's been tasting funny. I don't know. Maybe I just got a bad batch of Cafe Bustelo. I don't know. As I said, it could be just me, but um, my green tea whisk, the electrical whisks that mix in the powder for your teas and whatever else you have, those mini whisks, they don't have them at Walmart. I looked, I couldn't find them. So I had to buy it on eBay. So it's out for delivery today. And I got a plastic kettle from Walmart that I'm going to use for my matcha green tea. I'm not a huge green tea fan, but I want to make some matchas every so often. And they don't have caffeine in them. So they're just for nights probably when I just don't want so much caffeine, but I want something hot. So I'm excited to get that whisk in the mail. It's out for delivery, so I got to make sure I keep an eye on it because I don't know if they're just going to drop it on the apartment steps and leave it outside. I don't know. I don't want that to happen. So next month, I got to get one of my bottom molar teeth pulled. When I went to the dentist this Monday, the girl's like, wow, that bottom tooth looks really gnarly. She said gnarly. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I think that's their terminology for a really bad tooth that needs to be pulled. It's like broken. What happened was my old dentist did a root canal, but I had to go back for the crown. And I totally forgot about that. I forgot my tooth needed a crown and that's why it broke because I couldn't understand why my tooth broke. And when I went to this dentist, the girl said, were you supposed to need a crown on it? And I totally forgot about the crown. It has been so long since I've been to a dentist. And I finally went to a dentist and they said, that one's got to be pulled, which is sad. It's sad. I don't want my tooth pulled. It makes me sad. Like, I've always got comments, you got beautiful teeth. Thankfully, it's on my bottom molar. My front teeth are good. Out of all my teeth, they said my front teeth are good. It's just the molars, and especially the bottom left molar that's going to need to be pulled. So he, the dentist that came in, he said, well, did you want to be put to sleep or did you want to use some Novocaine? I said, oh my gosh, I've never been put to sleep. Not that I know of. I've never been put to sleep. And that makes me nervous in itself. And also, if they do put Novocaine on, that's fine. But it gives me the shivers just having to sit there and watch them pull it out and see what it looks like. And I'm just scared of the pain afterwards of having my tooth pulled out. And I don't want to be in pain. And then I got to get the implant. And then hopefully my insurance covers a good amount of that. And if I need to pay out of pocket for the rest of it, I'll pay for out of pocket for the rest of it. I just want that taken care of and out of the way. They said for the rest of my teeth, I just gotta, some might need root canals, but for now, they said you're just gonna keep a watch on it. Just make sure you floss, make sure you brush your teeth. They were nice there. It's one that I haven't been to, only 3 minutes down my road. And that day, when I went to that dentist office, it snowed really bad. So thankfully, it was only a couple minutes down my road. Because it was really bad. We got hammered with snow. That's how upstate New York is. If you go farther up, like I've been thinking about Maine. I was thinking about Maine. I don't know why. Last year. Oh, I want to move to Maine. I want to move to Maine for the weirdest reason. I don't know why. Because I always think of Maine as quiet with so many lighthouses by the sea or by the ocean or whatever they call it, lake. I don't know. And it just being so pretty and everything. But people were telling me it snows even harder up there. So they said, you think it's bad down here? It's only worse up in Maine. So I said, yeah, you do have a point. I mean, as if I couldn't like snow even more. I don't think I'd want to live in Maine when it gets snowy. But yeah, I'd still like to visit Maine. I definitely would. Definitely would. I finished season 4 of The Tribe. I'm on season 5, episode, I think, 14. I don't really like season 5. I didn't really like season 4 either, but season 5 I just don't like because they're starting the whole Zoot's back alive again, and it's just like, oh my gosh, how long are they going to drag the whole Zoot thing? So I will be doing a review on season 4 and some of 5 when I get to it, and I'll upload that. I have to finish Shameless. I missed one of the newest episodes. They just finished wrapping the whole series. I didn't even know that. Sorry, I'm a little bit stuffy today. They just finished wrapping the series this month. I thought they finished last year, but that's probably why they're putting out the Hall of Shame episodes to hold us over. A lot of people don't like that. At this point, I just don't even care anymore. I'm not in a rush to watch Shameless. If there's a new episode on, I'll get to it when I can. It's just a very boring season. I know they didn't have much to work with. That's exactly why. Oh, because there's a pandemic, so everything was halted and they can't do as much. Understandable. But it kind of was going downhill after the first, probably like 3-4 seasons. I mean, they really stretched the storylines and everything. I mean, it's on the 11th season, so they had to really stretch the storyline. And even from season 1 to 11, there hasn't been a huge change. I think one of the biggest changes there was is um Debbie and Carl. The rest, I mean, Liam talks more. Lip got a girl pregnant. Okay, here's some spoilers here in case you haven't seen the last few seasons of Shameless. Lip got a girl pregnant, and they moved in their own house. Mickey and Ian are married, and who else is there? Debbie's just Debbie. I mean, she's a lesbian, obviously. I don't know if there's really much else to say. Frank is Frank. V and Kevin were working at the bar starting in the later season. So not much has even changed with them besides their kids growing up. I mean, they had twins in the little bit of the earlier seasons, but they're just stretching the storylines and it's kind of just losing the core of what the show was. I mean, but I'm a shameless girl. I'm going to watch it to the bitter end. So I'll probably watch that today. Uh, I was going to stop by Walmart today. I feel like I go to Walmart twice a week, at least twice a week. But thankfully, Walmart's only maybe 4 minutes, 5 minutes away. It's only 5 minutes away. Thank gosh. A lot of the grocery stores are and the convenience stores are right down my road. So I'm very thankful. I can't complain. I also want to try some different coffees. Like I was looking online and they recommend, and I love my Cafe Bustelo, but I don't know. In my YouTube app, they show like recommended, I don't know, stuff that they think I might like, and they were showing community coffee. It's the brand Community Coffee, and it looked familiar. I think I've seen it at Walmart. And they have tons of flavors. That's what drew me in. They got so many flavors. I don't know. I mean, I go through. Sorry, I go in the coffee aisle all the time at Walmart, so I see a wide variety of coffees. But I usually just stay with my regular coffee. But I kind of miss like trying different coffees. I wanted to try Death Wish coffee too a lot last year, but it's so expensive. It says it's one of the strongest coffees in the world. Who knows? I still might try it. I like to try different things, so this I do like my regular coffee, but I still like to try different things. I want to get one of those tin pots where you make your coffee in. It's like an espresso coffee. Cafe Bustelo is espresso. I just make it in my coffee pot. But usually you're supposed to make that espresso coffee in this tin coffee thing. A lot of Italians and Spanish people do it that way. And then they make this it's kind of a sugary cream and then they mix it really fast and it it's like syrup. It's not syrupy. I don't know how to describe the texture of it, but it looks really cool. It's really cool how they mix it fast and then they pour and they do it in these little tiny cups. And then they pour the coffee in and that's like Italian coffee or Cuban coffee. I've watched several videos on that. It looks like a really good like hot premium cup of coffee, not just one. I mean, over the oven and the tin pot is probably the freshest and the best way you can make coffee. So I want to get one of those, but they don't have them at Walmart. See, I usually shop at Walmart, so if I can't find stuff at Walmart, I don't really want to look at in the other stores. Unless I'm like really desperate. I'll just order it online. It snowed today. It snowed. It didn't snow heavy, but we got a good coat of snow, surprisingly. Because on my weekends, I like to just lay in bed. I'm awake, but I'll just stay in bed. And I got up and looked out the window, and there was a nice coat of snow on the road. So, but the roads are clear. I'm sure we'll be getting hit with a few good storms because it actually felt like spring yesterday. Birds were chirping, sun was kind of out, roads were clear. It felt like spring. Spring was coming. But not in upstate New York. You're going to get hit with a few good storms before spring comes out. That's how spring is. Oh, I'm coming out. And oh, wait, first, let me hit you with a few good storms. Winter storms. That's how it is. So, um, I don't really have much to talk about. Oh, I'm seeing something on this site that says there's going to be a new Tom and Jerry movie. I'm seeing an advertisement, and it looks really cool. It's got some. It's like the animation in real life. So they're doing that thing where it's cartoons in the real world. Huh. I think Tom and Jerry's okay. Kind of. Yeah. Hmm. Interesting. So, yeah, I think that's going to be it for now. I hope you all have a good day or a good morning, a good weekend. Okay, bye.